So at 40, I asked myself, what do I want in life? What do I truly want for this birthday? And I said, I want to be happy. I want to be able to smile from the heart.
This conversation of the Update Kate show is called Breaking Out of the Silence because I recently got super angry learning about this whole situation. Basically, she was a pastor's wife. Her husband was imprisoned in Iran. And then when she came out and said that he had been abusing her terribly, which she wasn't even aware of because of the poisonous teachings she was taught.
The wrong understanding of Proverbs 31 is really what helped the abuse to flourish. And my pastor, I mean, he knew Said was into porn. He knew Said was violent, and he didn't blink an eye. He just was very he didn't really call it abuse. He didn't say you're an abused wife, you need to get out. And years later, I realized why, because he was into the same things as my husband had been. He was an abusive pastor. So unfortunately, the culture of the church and my own Middle Eastern culture, just I didn't see it as abuse. I said, okay, maybe I'm just being, maybe I'm a selfish, prideful person who can't handle much, and I'm just not, I just need to suck it up and be a good Christian wife.
She didn't even know that she didn't deserve to be treated like that. She was able to get out and get free. And all these people, like my favorite Mr. Franklin Graham, was like, don't tell anybody. Don't mess up his reputation. Money that we're getting from the Save Saheed campaign. I was like, oh, I'm so angry about this. I'm so angry about people that are stuck in horrible situations, that are told to not tell anyone, it's the greater good. Your suffering doesn't matter. You're probably just exaggerating. I want to put more truth out there, that nobody has to be stuck in silence and miserable and hurt. Nobody has to live with that. And something that can help people through is learning confidence, learning to stand up for themselves, learning that they are worth more. So I was like, I haven't edited this conversation yet. I want to put this out into the world. Martha Mok is a wonderful lady. I love to hear her talk. I love her passion and her bravery. So you are a super confidence coach and you have a passion to help people. Tell me more about yourself and your vision.
I have become someone that who are consciously and unconsciously competent in my confidence, because it's something that I never thought that I could do before, coming from 30 years of being in silence, someone that who does not have a voice, too scared to share because I was having this greatest pretender shiny mask that I have on. And I feel like that, wow, finally, today I can actually share without shame, without guilt, and allowing myself to be vulnerable and confident. And that is something that I would never imagine last year, put it that way.
Oh, that's awesome. I
Okay.
think that is such a powerful thing, that so many women think that being a woman, being feminine, means being quiet, just taking whatever comes, just absorbing it, forgiving it, and that confidence is maybe not a feminine feature. Like, this is 2021. We're allowed to say, no, this doesn't make me feel good. No, I deserve better. And what do you think about that?
I completely agree with you. Having confidence doesn't mean that you have to be really masculine. You have to be yeah, 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 yeah all the time. Like I was mentioning before, having the real confidence inside is being consciously and unconsciously competent in the confidence that you actually have inside of you. It doesn't mean that when you're wearing a dress that you have more venom and energy compared to wearing a pants, because it's actually coming from within. It's not something that is actually outside. It's very funny that we're talking about this subject of confidence. Recently, I did a post about self esteem and versus self-confidence. And a lot of people feel like that self-esteem is from the inner self and self-confidence is actually on the outside of what people see. But from what I can figure, that is from my personal view only, that self-esteem is the way that we want other people to see us. And when they don't allow align with what we think we're portraying, regardless of what they think, what other people think, and we're still okay with it. That's what I mean by self-esteem. And self-confidence is the fact that we can be so grateful with everything that we got. We feel enough. We feel worthy. And that is the confidence that we have to accept without feeling the guilt. So that's how I see self-esteem and self-confidence.
Oh, I love it. It's such a fascinating thing to talk about and to demystify it and to make it to say you can have this even if your whole life you've been told that you're less than and believed it. You don't have to be stuck there. That's what coaching is all about, is helping you to change the way you think and to acknowledge, like, this is a wrong thought. I need to replace this with the truth. I am
Mm.
worthy.
It is so true because it doesn't matter if we stumble, like I stumble when the first start of this conversation that we have, but it doesn't mean that I'm not confident in myself. It's
Yeah.
okay because you know what? That's what makes it real. Because people startle, and it's like, oh, okay. I've been up since 8 o'clock this morning, trying to. I can't even remember how many people I've been talking to already, and that's what it is. You have all these things in your mind that thinking, hey, I'm not doing this perfectly. Oh, can we restart again? Like, can we re-record again and things like that? And I was like, yeah, you can allow it to do that if you have that, like if you wanted to look more professional. But then on my other voice, I would say, you know what? That's just me. I stumble, I falls. I am just like all of you out there who are listening and watching, that I'm just a normal person, that I have a moment of super confident. I have my areas that who I'm not so confident about. That is called cleaning and cooking. Absolutely terrible with it. I what I wanted to share is that we do not need to be perfect to be confident because we are all good at something and not good for something. When I first met my partner, I actually said to him and say, baby, I'm not I'm not good at cooking. I organize a cleaner to come to clean my house. The only thing I know what to do is how to make money. That's me. Okay.
Yeah, I am so passionate about the fact that vulnerability is not a bad thing.
Mm,
It's so many people are so ashamed of any kind of weakness or embarrassed in general. It's like, no, vulnerability is what connects people to us and makes them
mm.
care about us and makes us care about others. When we see other people in a place of weakness, then we can have compassion for them.
Mm. And it's so true that because the society has taught us that, you know what, we have to be professional, we have to be clear about what I'm saying, we have to have perfect grammar, we have to have dress to impress. What is that have to? Who set the rule for it? It's my life that I'm living, so isn't that my way, not your way? Isn't it? So I
Mm.
always say that respect the other people model of the world. It gives you so much power back and help you with your blood pressure as well. Trust me. I keep saying that when I was like, okay, when someone disagree with me or doing things that I don't like it to be that way, I just say, I respect the other people model of the world and all that blood pressure come down again, which is absolutely amazing. So try it whenever you're in a pickle or in a situation, especially with your partner. Fantastic way to reduce the tension and come back down to yourself.
So I remember we chatted a bit in email, but where in the world are you? I can't remember.
I'm in Sydney, Australia.
Australia.
It's so cold in here. You should see that the underlayer that I have. It's freezing.
Right. You're in the other hemisphere. It's your winter now.
It is absolutely freezing. So like those like soft box that I'm having on at the moment is like giving me a tan. So I know the more podcasts and more interview I do, I'm pretty sure I'm developing a tan even I'm working at home.
Oh, I've been on the other hemisphere where I actually got to skip a whole winter because I was in Sweden and in South Africa. So going
Oh,
from
wow.
one hemisphere to the other, I skipped a whole winter. So I want to hear what's your why for wanting to help other women to get into a better life?
Um, I think that is because of my very colorful past. I mentioned a little bit before that I was someone that who was in silence for over 30 years. I was too afraid, too ashamed, too guilty to tell people that what's going on at home. On the outside, I'm a successful multi-award winning international makeup artist. On the inside, I'm rotten. I'm sad and I'm lonely. I have a 19 years abusive marriage behind me, and I was been in bullying since the age of 6 from school. But the
Oh,
hardest thing for me to admit was being sexually molested when I was very young by someone I trust. So all that experience didn't turn me into dark. I choose to be light because I don't want another person to suffer what I've been through. So that is my big why of why do I want to help other women to not stay in silence no more. And I see people do it all the time. Oh, I don't know how to do this. Okay, I'll do my best because that's what we're been told by the society that we must try it first before we asking for help. Otherwise, it shows the signs of weakness. That's what I was taught as well. That we are the daughter, the wife, the sister, we're the woman, we're the minority, and we're supposed to be listen, shut up, and just do our work. That's what I thought my life was. And I did that for 40 years. Not until my 40th birthday, I asked myself, what do I want now that I'm into another century of my life? I was so depressed at that time that I did not even want to live them more than 60 years old because I thought my life would be done by then. It was way too much for me to handle. So at 40, I asked myself, what do I want in life? What do I truly want for this birthday? And I said, I want to be happy. I want to be able to smile from the heart. I want a loving partner that who will celebrate my success and be my shoulder that I can lie on when I need that support, be my walk, be my light. But I don't need him all the time because I'm independent as well. But I want him to be there to support him and love me the way that I deserve to be. So on my birthday, I make a birthday wish. Not like anyone else. I just wanted to be free. I just wanted to live my life again, to be the person that I am. And that was a very interesting 2 years after my separation from my ex-husband, trying to cut all communication because every time that he find me, he was just asking me for money. And everything else that it was doing, it was just causing me a lot of anxiety and depression. So I went through trauma therapy during that almost 2 years period. And from then, it was my trauma therapist who encouraged me and said, you know what, you could be thinking about doing consulting. And I'm like, oh, really? I could? Oh, I can use my story to help other people? Oh, okay. That was interesting. Didn't know that. But I was too scared because I've been in silence for so long. Like I'm on stage talking to thousands of people in the makeup world. No one knows what's happening behind me. How do I actually come out and share with the world that, hey, I'm this rotten, lonely, sad woman inside? Oh my God, that scared the shit out of me, definitely. And and then not until I met my current partner, he some of the things that he said to me when we are early dating is that I could see you on the stage talking to millions of people and you will be fine. Like you are very inspirational and you got this passion in you that no one can break you down. And I'm like, how do you know that I'm a dinosaur as well? Ha ha. That's what I always said. And he gave me so much encouragement, so much love and support that during the COVID time, I started my coaching business. And I'm so grateful only been doing this for a year and I was able to scale up to 6 figures already. So what I used was actually my business sense, my marketing background, my sales background, and customer service to understand what woman is like. Being a makeup artist, we are the worst self critics because we criticize ourselves all the time, trying to be the most beautiful person. And the people who are sitting in front of us, they always tell us what they don't want to see. I got small eyes, my face is big, my hair is dry, my hair doesn't look as good as it is. It's so freezy, so all of that. As a woman sitting inside our makeup artist chair, they always tell us how unhappy they are to themselves. Seeing that, it really breaks my heart. They're young, gorgeous girl worrying about, yeah, I shouldn't have that breakfast in the morning because my dress will show. Do you know what I say? I said that the damage is done a long time ago. It's not today. So go and eat. The truth is, we are allowed to be ourselves. We are completely allowed to be ourselves, and we are all beautiful and gorgeous. That's the way I am, and that inspire
Right.
me a lot. It's like I feel like that as a woman, we can let other people know that it doesn't matter what we look like. Yes, we like to look presentable, but not for other people, for us. As a makeup artist, people ask me, what is my view on the makeup? I said makeup is just a tool, just like clothing, different colors, long sleeve or short sleeve. It has no meaning to it if we don't give it a meaning. It's just something that will make you feel good, then do it. What is heavy makeup? What is light makeup? It doesn't mean anything to me. It just means you got color on your face. That's all it is. It's about how you feel, that confidence increase, that self-esteem increase, that we can help you as a makeup artist. And now becoming a coach, I can see the breakthrough that they have. People that who are from very technology challenge, and I was one of them, to being able to navigate like all of these like new technologies that we have to learn due to COVID. I'm like, wow, I'm so proud of myself, so proud of my achievement. I just have my first anniversary celebration yesterday in being in the industry for a year. And I'm so grateful now. I'm not only just helping women, I also help other coaches to expand in their business, to learn how to run a profitable coaching business. Because I feel like that I'm only one person. So I can only help a certain number of people at a time. But if I can teach other coaches how to run a successful business, how to portray themselves as the people that who want to follow, instead of you come and buy me, come and get me, come and get me. Like I'm really not that pushy old car salesman, that sort of feeling. I like this is who I am. If you like me, come and find me. If you need help, I'm here for you. That's the kind of person I am. And that's the attitude I always been having. And it's like we all allowed to have something in our life. Doesn't matter what skill or language or things like that we have. I remember when I was doing my first book, I keep telling myself I have terrible written English. I don't have grammar. I'm a makeup artist. I'm not very educational in that sense. And guess what? I'm on my fifth book already, going on to my sixth book. So what kind of BS am I been telling myself? What sort of belief system, okay, or you could call it belief system or whatever that you want to call it.
What kind of
What
BS
am I
belief
telling myself?
system?
Belief system, exactly. What do I have that I have been telling myself that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't worthy of deserving all of this success? I remember recently, even recently, I had a family photo shoot. And when I was doing my makeup, I started to shake. I went into a panic attack, crying and shaking and all of that. I'm like asking myself, what the hell is happening to me? And my partner's after about half an hour, my partner said, "So what's going on? Why are you crying? We're on the way to the photo shoot already." And it gave me time to reflect. Why was I having a panic attack? I didn't feel I was worthy. I didn't feel that I was worthy of this amazing family photo shoot that I've been craving for since a young girl. That this is the most beautiful moment of my life, just like my wedding. But it's the most beautiful moment of my life where my family, my loving partner is there. Everyone that I care for is there. And that really gave me a shot and asked myself, who the hell am I to be so happy? Isn't it crazy? And even no matter what, how successful we are and how happy we are, that creepy, coldy feeling can come up and just hit you at time that you should be celebrating. So I'm so grateful to my partner. He didn't like he said one sentence to me. He didn't tell me, baby, I love you. He didn't tell me that, baby, you're doing really good. No, he told me, go and read your 5 books, all the books that you have written. And I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Snap.
What am I telling myself that I'm not good enough and worthy? Look at my success over here. What am I telling myself? So his one sentence can actually wake me up. That's why I love him so much. He's also a
Oh.
coach himself. That's why we work together so well in it. I still remember when I was in my abusive relationship, I everyone when I got out, everyone said that you got to have more self-love. And I say F off. What do you mean by self love? I love myself. I eat well. I dress well. I go to only 5-star restaurant. I only go do fine dining. What the hell am I not loving myself? I didn't know all that material that I got, all the travel that I went to. It does not mean a thing if there was no one else to share with.
Mm.
I didn't know that I wasn't loving myself, finding what I need. I stay in that relationship because I was greedy. I was looking for attention. I was needy. That
Mm.
was who I am. And being an overweight 40-year-old woman stepping out of a 19-year-old marriage, that he was my first boyfriend, the only person that I've been with, it was so scary. I didn't understand guys. I really doesn't understand men. I doesn't understand relationship. So I went and go and did like about 30 courses to understand what relationship is and how do I make myself a better person. And the funny thing is, even in relationship, they don't always teach you just a technique of understanding relationship or understanding man. The one big key that I remember, it was one awakening moment. It says that forgive yourself, forgive someone, forgive that person, and forgive yourself. And I'm like, wow, I forgot to give myself that forgiveness. I said I forgive the other person of how he treated me, but I forgot to forgive myself for being in that situation.
Mm.
That was a awakening moment for me, feeling like, wow, I was really truly reborn.
Because when you're giving off this appearance of this powerful, wealthy, successful woman, the embarrassment that comes of being in a bad decision, that
Mm-hmm.
takes real humility to acknowledge that and just let it go for yourself.
Mm. And I was successful for a very long time, and then he took everything off me. So I was left with nothing but my cat, less than $1,000 in my bank account, got a car. That was it. I moved out. I moved into an apartment that, thank you to my friend that who rented to me, doesn't even charge me a bond because I couldn't even afford paying a bond. And but I still insist on stepping out. I still insist on not going back, having that relationship again. So the first time I put my foot down, doesn't matter how badly he threatened me, I still left. I still say, I take the cat and I'm leaving here. That's it. That's all I wanted. And after that, believe in this. I'm not a woo-woo person, okay? I don't do any meditation, no yoga, no sort of thing. But I believe in the universe. When you want something bad enough, when you know that there's something there that is for you, the universe will help you. And within weeks that I have people like just booking me for jobs, and I have all the money back that I need to like move and then fix the house, do this, do that, things just coming in at me and supporting me. And every time I got something, I got a new job, I'm so grateful. I said like, thank you for to the universe. Thank you for giving me this money that I needed to actually survive. Thank you for giving me all the opportunity it is. Like I went into online dating straight away because I'm needy. Remember, I'm needy. I love attention. This is one of my core needs. So I went on the online dating. And of course I met some good people and I met some bad people. And some of the good people we're still friends. We're like brothers and sisters. I absolutely adore them. And think about it, a year and a half, almost 2 years in the search of finding the right person. And I got so many women out there who tell me, how can you keep going? How did you didn't give up? Like I will be so scared and so frustrated already. How many times have I heard that sentence during my 1.5 year of searching? Even they were your best friend. Even there were women that who've been supporting you for so long. They see you getting hurt by all these people that you wasn't right. So they love you and they care for you and say, you probably wanted to rest and we heal yourself first and stuff like that. I said, no, you know what? I'm not going to waste time. I'm 41, 42 already. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep searching and keep learning to be a better version of myself. That's why I'm doing this. And once my mindset was right, and I always say this too. If you want to go and win the lottery, you first have to buy the lotto ticket. If you don't buy the lotto ticket, it will never be winner. You can't be saying that, oh, I'm so scared that I will lose the money of applying for the ticket, so I don't go and buy it. Then you will never win a lottery. And so many people say to me now, I have won the lottery because he's so amazing. I say he has won a lottery too because I'm amazing too.
Yeah, don't you forget it.
Exactly. Oh well, he always said that I'm so lucky. I said I'm so grateful for you too. That communication is just beautiful.
Yeah. I wanted to go back to the makeup thing, that the
Mm,
women in your chair talking about all the things that they want you to cover up that
mm,
they don't like. And it's like, this is so necessary. Confidence coaching is necessary all across the board, because no matter how much makeup you put on a person, if they don't feel confident inside, it
yes.
doesn't matter. And I think so many people are just so sick of pretending when they want to have that confidence, and I can't talk.
Yeah.
It was like, it makes me cry even just hearing the words of people feeling not worthy to feel good
Mm,
about themselves, to get out of a bad situation, anything. It makes me want to cry, because I don't want anybody to feel trapped in their skin like that, and I don't want to feel anybody to feel trapped in their life. It's like, there is
mm,
hope. It can get better. Do not lie to yourself and accept the lie that
definitely.
you're not worthy. Sorry, that was a lot of thoughts all crammed together into one little chunk.
No, I think it's beautiful the way that you express it because it is true. It breaks my heart to listening to a size 6 girl and telling me that, oh, my face looks so fat. Can you put a few hair or strand to cover my face? And then my reply is, that's okay. We call it skinny girl syndromes. It's okay. Only skinny girl has it. It's true.
It's just
Skinny
nuts
girl
that
syndrome.
people look in the mirror and see something that's not there.
And that's just what happened because we try to be perfect all the time. But the truth is, what is perfection?
Yeah.
There's no perfection in this world.
No,
There's
there really
no.
isn't.
When we can accept ourselves, that is the perfect version of us. How much would it take for a person to realize that? A lot. It's about how you see yourself, how you portray yourself. You can call yourself whatever name that you want. It's like I recently been interviewed by Yahoo Finance as a top 1% of confident coaches in Australia. Doesn't mean anything if I don't own up to the name. You can give me any title. If I don't own up to it, it doesn't mean anything. So what is enough? Ask yourself what is enough. Enough is when I'm feeling contained. I'm finally feeling good about myself. I don't need to prove to anyone anything. So I live in I when I was with my ex-husband, we have nights that we couldn't even afford food. I wasn't kidding. I've been there, done that. So my lowest point at one stage was I have $96 in my bank account. That's it. And within a month, I was able to buy another business because I asked the universe for more. I needed more at that moment. And it doesn't matter who you are. I always say that don't think that, oh, I'm so wealthy, I'm so educated, I'm so something that you're not as good with me. That's bullshit. They're human. That's all it is. We're just human. And that's all we are. And it's completely okay to be ourselves. It's
Yeah.
completely okay to be grateful of what we have already. We have the clothes on us, we have a roof on our head, we have warm socks that I'm wearing right now. What more do I need? I
Mm.
don't need any more. I have a loving partner that's coming home soon. Lovely. That's all I wanted in life.
So I want to say to women out there who are feeling this, the good people in the world will not judge you, will not look down on you, will only want to help you however they can. And there are more good people out there than jerks that are jerks for whatever reason, of their lack of confidence, their trauma that they haven't had dealt with, whatever. Nobody ever told them no. Stop. But the real good people out there will not judge you. So
Mm,
get a confidence coach, talk to Martha, talk to somebody, and don't let your pride keep you from having a free life.
definitely. And to give everyone this opportunity as well, I have written some book, like I said before. I'm happy to share two of them with your audience. And I will also give a chance for people who want to reach out to me in private. There's a link in there that you can put in a free consultation with me. It's free. You're not paying anything. I just want to be here to support you. I'm not selling you anything as well. I'm not the old car salesman. If you want me, you will come to me directly. It's fine. But I truly wanted to help because there's so many people outside. I was like, oh, she's just trying to sell me something. I'm not so sure that if I should reach out. You know what? In my history, if I didn't have all those beautiful mentor, beautiful people who helped me when I couldn't even spare a dollar, I would not be who I am right now. So I love to help those people to advance in their career, advance in their love life, advance in their own life. So they can feel enough, they feel worthy, and they can feel beautiful again, just like the way they should be.
And you are beautiful, you person watching this. It's not like, oh, you would be beautiful if you had less chins, or oh,
Yeah.
you would be beautiful if blah, blah, blah. You already are beautiful. I wanted to share. I have two kids that are twins, they're almost 5. And we have this song that I made up that we sing all the time that's like, I love my belly. I love my arms. I love my legs. They help me jump. You know, we make up different lyrics all the time, but we just list all the parts of our bodies and say that we love them. And I want to
Mm.
encourage you people watching this to sing this about yourself. Just love yourself. You are worth loving.
Totally. I completely agree with you. And if anyone feels like that they cannot speak, just start in front of their mirrors. Just say to themselves 5 sentences. I'm beautiful. I'm important. I matter. I deserve this. And I'm worthy. Say it enough to yourself, then you will truly start to believe it. Thank you so much for having me. It's been such a wonderful freedom chat.
Yeah, I love it. So, the way that I end my conversations is I give hugs.
Oh, lovely. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching. Please like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope that you will stick around for the next conversation because I have talked to many wonderful people and I have a lot more wonderful people coming up.